Hello there. In this small video I'm going to talk about the shifting speed in the game and which gearbox is the best one to use. So I will start with the settings, controls. So in CarX Street you have three combinations that allow you to change gears. So the first one is the fully automatic gearbox and the automatic clutch. You cannot use the manual clutch with the automatic anymore after like an old patch. So this is the slowest one because it relies on the upper and highest limit defined in the game files for each car. Basically, the game decides when you have to upshift or downshift. You cannot really control your RPM range, you cannot really engine brake, so there are only disadvantages basically. The only advantage is the ability to, well, maybe press less buttons, I don't know. So the second one is the manual gearbox with an automatic clutch. So this one allows you to press up or down buttons to change gears, and the game engages the clutch automatically. One thing to know about this system that the automatic and manual automatic both rely on the shifting speed of your clutch. So depending on what the shifting speed of your transmission you see right here, okay, so it's actually defined by the clutch you choose, your shifting speed is going to be affected, okay? So for example, if I press the stock clutch, that would take me half a second basically, okay? The third option, however, manual, allows you to bypass this. So with the manual gear change, you actually can ignore this timing. So the gears will be shifted as fast as you can do it, okay? But the problem that arises is that I actually have 8 gears for myself. Other people may run 6 or 7 or whatever. But with 8 gears, that would actually be very painful to shift gears and press the clutch at the same time. And it's kind of sensitive. So there's a workaround that would allow you to shift gears with the up and down without the need of engaging the clutch, and with the benefits of having manual. So how do you do this? Now, first thing to do is to go to the Steam properties of CarX. Okay, so once you have this window, you go to the controller, you enable the Steam input if it's not enabled, and you go to the controller configurator. Okay, so once you press the controller configurator, you will be greeted with this small window that has the layout for your gamepad. I actually have to mention that you can do this on the in Steam input, but it applies to gamepads and steering wheels. Unfortunately, I think for the keyboard you have to find another workaround, but it's pretty doable on the keyboard too. Okay, so here you press on the edit layout. Okay, now you have the set of buttons that you use. Now I'll have to get back to the game to show you what I have set up as my controls. So in the gamepad section, I have my clutch set up on the X button, that would be the square button. I have my shift up on the circle or B, and I have my shift down on the triangle or Y. Okay, so I have to press X normally to engage the clutch. Now I'm not going to do this. I'm gonna get back to the properties of my gamepad. Okay, and here next to the button that shifts up, I will just press the gear icon. I will add extra command, and now I have the list of anything I can use. So I will use the X button as a second command, which actuates the clutch. Okay, so now I have the X button. I will do the same thing for the downshift. Add extra command X. Okay, so what all this does, now let's check in the game. Okay. Now, if you can see, I press the gear up, and you can see that the clutch is engaging for me. I'm not pressing the clutch. Here I press the clutch, here I press the gear. Okay, now the problem with this setup is that if you spend too much time pressing the gear up or gear down, you can see that the clutch will be held, so you are actually losing speed. The more it's held, the more speed you lose. How do I prevent this from happening? Now, you go to the same controller layout window, and here what you have to do is at the command 2 of those two buttons, you press the gear icon, and instead of regular press, you choose start press. The start press is basically just a blip of the button. So when you do this, what's going to happen is that I can hold my finger on the gear as much as I like. The clutch will always be just blipped. It will not be held, but it's enough, like it's pressed just enough to change the gear. So in the end you will have this. That's pretty much it. That's how you have the fastest shifting possible in the CarX Street. Hope it was useful for you. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.